Hello, my fellows. Welcome back to another episode of Mega News. And I just want to mention to all of you that Pika Chris's Super Play series has gone on a long hiatus, and he unfortunately has not done any more episodes of that since his Metal Slug 3 episode. So what he did tell me, however, was that he'd do an episode at least every once in a while instead of doing one every Friday like he did before. So, yes, this doesn't mean the show will be cancelled. He's just taking a little break for a little while. But now that he's mentioned this, he might actually continue the series. Except he's going to do it on some different dates, which is why he mentioned every once in a while. Also, he and I are almost finished with Wario Land 2, an SMBX episode that is a complete reimagining of Crash Bandicoot. And it will be finished possibly sooner by this week after Sunday. But aside from that, let's get this thing started with some Microsoft. The Tokyo Game Show will be held in September, and along its confirmed participants is Microsoft, which skipped 2012's show. You can check out the full list in the description, which has been translated by Gemastu? Japanese names, I can't stand it! Anyways, Sony, Namco Bandai, and Sega, among any others, are confirmed, as well as Nintendo's traditional absence. Microsoft has always struggled in the Japanese market. On the advent of the Xbox One, maybe Microsoft is trying another strong push to break in. I am not going to like the sound of this, but it's worth the try. But anyways, here's some stuff about The Last of Us. Some of this was rumored today, and some of this was rumored yesterday. Fortunately, The Last of Us is a game from the American developers that takes place in the real-world American locations, but somehow it is still being embraced by Japanese audiences. According to a report in Siliconera, The Last of Us sold 117,465 copies during this first week of its release in Japan, which is about 88% of its initial shipment. These sales numbers did not exceed Naughty Dog's previous game, Uncharted 3, but The Last of Us has a few roadblocks preventing it from competing fairly, one of the biggest being its rating. In Japan, The Last of Us has a CERO-Z rating, which is a step above the equivalent M rating in North America, and it usually hurts sales. Wow. This seems really strange. If a rating like that can hurt game sales, how exactly did Naughty Dog manage to do that so easily? And speaking of The Last of Us, the game itself is getting itself a patch. The Last of Us is getting a patch today that will tweak some aspects of the multiplayer, but it will also remove a pair of phone numbers that appear on an in-game bulletin board. Phone numbers? What the heck? Anyways, the two phone numbers appeared on a flyer for pest control, and they were both for phone sex hotlines. The Last of Us's creative director, Neil Druckmann confronted to Tokatu that the inclusion of the numbers was a mistake. The patch, which goes live today at 5 p.m. PST, will remove the numbers. You can see the full list of changes right here, or on Naughty Dog's website. So anyways, here is the patch for the single player. Just the texture of a phone number on a bulletin board changed. Okay, as for the multiplayer, let's get to the technical aspects. Host migration has been improved. Losing connection to the host during migration should occur less often. General crash when leaving multiplayer fixed. Intro camera fixed for some introductory cutscenes. Connectivity issues while playing have been tuned. And if you disconnect or lose connection to the host, you will no longer advance a clan day. You will only advance a day if you are kicked from the match, or exit through the menu. And here are the gameplay aspects. Explosion Expert Level 2 should be selectable now. The voting time for match selection has been reduced to 15 seconds. No party playlist options have been added to both Supply Raid and Survivors. Players can only join this playlist solo. And melee against a downed character now uses the same range as normal melee. Okay. Oh, that was kind of a mouthful. But anyways, that's all the Mega News for you. I've heard The Last of Us is a really great game, and it's also sad too. Sadly, I don't have a PS3, and it's a PS3 exclusive. You know how much I hate console exclusive games, but I'm gonna let that pass. Mainly because The Last of Us is probably one of the greatest games ever made for 2013. But other than that, however, this was another episode of Mega News, wishing you all goodbye and good luck. Remember that if you love me, I love you back. So see you around in the next episode of Mega News. Love what you saw? Click the subscribe button for some more Mega News and other stuff.